Hey, what's going on everybody? Gleez here, and in this video, I'm going to cover a topic that has been requested multiple times over, and I'm finally getting the chance to put everything in one video. And in this video, we're going to talk about what it takes to build a YouTube channel and basically get yourself off the ground running. We're also going to talk about some different types of tips, as well as some things that I've encountered that can help you progress forward as you develop your own channel and Twitch stream. So the first thing that you always want to think about is why you're starting a channel. So you want to think about what your goal is. Are you doing this to collect some extra income? If that's going to be the case, it's probably not going to yield the results that you typically would want. The amount of hours that you're going to put into a YouTube channel is not going to yield the amount of money per hour that you probably think. So going into a channel with that mindset probably isn't going to be the best. It has to be something that you really enjoy, something that you don't mind putting the time into, and something that you just really like to do. It has to come from within. If it's something that you just want to try to grab some money for, it's really not, in most situations, going to work out. Money's great. In the end, you do begin to collect some money, but especially with YouTube's new partnership program where you need at least 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of views, I can't remember exactly what the number is, you're not going to be able to collect money on it for quite a bit. So all in all, make sure that it's something that you just fully enjoy and you're going to put the time into regardless of what type of monetary outcome comes about. So the next thing that you have to do is come up with a channel name. Now you want to create a name that is somewhat marketable, something that's easy to say, something that people will remember, that's catchy, something that isn't offensive. And I would suggest not using numbers. So if, let's say, you go to type in a username and your username is gamer guy, and it says, gamer guy is taken. So now you think, what else could I do? And you go like gamer guy 1674. Like don't do that. I would suggest selecting some type of username that is unique. Also, keep in mind search engines. So if you have something in your title that's going to be searched for, such as the word gaming, such as the word video games, all of those are pretty good choices to add into your channel name. Now, in the future, once you do reach a certain level of subscribers, you can create your own YouTube URL. It'll be unique to you, and you can change the extension at the end. So basically, it would be youtube.com/ and then whatever name you choose to change it to. So keep that in mind as well, that you will be able to put in your own custom URL and make it something that people are going to be able to remember and search for. The next thing you have to think about, what are your goals? What do you want to do with your channel? Who do you want to reach? What is your focus? You want to make sure that you tailor your content to the type of individuals that you want to reach. One tip that I will give you is that starting off with tutorials is a great way to bring value to your viewers, and it gives you credibility that you know what you're talking about. The very first video that I did was an OBS tutorial, and I will be doing another OBS tutorial very soon as things are a little bit more updated, and we're going to use the current version in that so you guys can get all the information that you need in setting up your Twitch stream as well as recording on your PC for YouTube videos. But bringing tutorials to the table, I feel like, is a really good way to give value to the viewer, and it'll show them, like I said, that you know what you're talking about. So I would start there, especially if there's something that you in particular are very good at that some people may not be. So most of you watching this video, especially if you're subscribed to the channel, are most likely console gamers. PC gamers have it a little bit easier, especially if they have a faster PC. You can use OBS to capture basically any type of gameplay that you would like right from your computer while you play at the same time. Those of you on console, you do have the ability to record from the hardware that you're playing on, and I definitely would suggest starting there. There are also video editors that you can use that are free, and I'll put links down below to some of the video editors that I've found, and you can try them out and see which one works out best for you. But because now the hardware is so good, you can stream from it, you can record from it, you can voice over from it. You can also voice over from your PC if you do transfer the files of the video onto a USB and put it onto your computer's hard drive. You can do it that way as well. But because the actual hardware that you play on, the consoles that you play on can record, I would start there before dumping a whole bunch of money into some type of elaborate streaming and capturing setup. Once you find out that you like it, then start to invest some money. I wouldn't throw a whole bunch of money at the process immediately. One of the first things that I would suggest is purchasing a good microphone. Nobody wants to hear someone talk over audio where you have a whole bunch of sound in the background and it just sounds like crap. People don't want to hear that. As soon as I click on a video and I hear that, I'm off the video immediately. I don't care what you have to say, I'm out. So make sure that you have a good mic and make sure that you noise cancel before you produce your video. Next up, if you're a console gamer, would be purchasing a capture card. I use an Elgato HD60. The one that I have is the USB 2.0 version, meaning there's about a 2-second delay. So when I use OBS, it kind of sucks. I have to offset my mic. The sync of my mic, basically it comes through the software a little bit later, so it tries to sync up with the gameplay a bit more. I have to delay it. If you're gonna buy a recording capture device now, I would suggest the external capture card HD60S, which has no delay. It uses USB 3.0, and it's actually about the same price, a little bit more than the regular HD60. There are other capture cards that you can research, but that's the one that I would suggest. Now, you also have to have a PC that is capable of recording, editing, and streaming. Now, you do have to have a PC that is particularly fast in order to handle all of these tasks. Previously, I had an AMD FX 6300, which could not stream, but it could edit videos, but it was very slow. I wouldn't suggest going that route. It's cheap, but it's definitely not worth your time or money. I would suggest at the minimum end of going with an i7 6700K processor. That's what I had before I built my Ryzen 2700X. Now, if you can afford it, I would go with the Intel 8700K or the Ryzen 2700X. I think those are the two best for the money values. You also have something a little bit lower, the Ryzen 1700 processor, which was on sale a couple days ago for $200 for the processor, which is really cheap. That's probably the best bang for your buck processor if you can catch that deal, and I'm sure it'll go on sale again in the very near future. I also would suggest at least 16 gigs of RAM and an AIO or all-in-one water cooler, because your processor will get hot if you are running a stream for a very long time, and having good water cooling with your processor is going to keep the temperatures down. Also, a discrete graphics card, something like a 1050 Ti, unless you are gaming on the actual PC that you're streaming from, you're going to need a higher end graphics card. But if you are console gaming and running your stream to the PC to stream from there, you don't need a crazy graphics card. And graphics cards right now are rather expensive. I would just go with a 1050 Ti if you're going to play on console, run it through your PC and stream that way. I wouldn't suggest getting some type of crazy high-end graphics card. It's going to cost you around $400 to $500 to $600. If you want more information about what type of PC to purchase and some of the things to consider depending on what you want to do, leave a comment down below. Maybe I'll make a video or I'll just respond to your comments. So the next thing I want to talk about is social media. So putting links in your profile, make all of your links very easy to see. The worst thing is when someone tells me that they stream, hey, Gleez, yo, I stream, check out my channel, and I go to their page and I can't find a link to anything. I even will go sometimes out of my way to search their name in Twitch and it doesn't come up. So make sure that your links are right there available in your profile. Also, if you are promoting something, all right, something that I've also seen, someone says, oh, we have X and X tournament on Wednesday, and they don't post a link to the sign up, or they don't post a link to any of the information on that tweet or on that post on Facebook. Always, 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 always put the link with whatever you're promoting. That is one of the things that I see that's most common. They just don't put the link there. Like they I don't understand it. It doesn't, I don't know. I don't get it, but it's so common to happen. Make sure that link's there. You have to make sure it's easy for the people to click on it and just watch, or click on it and participate in whatever you're trying to promote. Also on social media and in your videos, watch what you say. There are people out there that are looking to be offended, and you don't want to tread down that path. Only post things and say things that you would be comfortable with people at your job or your future employer possibly saying. So let's talk about dealing with comments. always be positive. If someone doesn't have the same view as you, don't go back and forth in a combative way. If you want to spark up conversation, maybe try to educate people as to why you feel a certain way about certain things, I think that's fine. But going into a situation where you're belittling someone and they're belittling you, you don't want that type of negativity on your channel or in your Twitch chat. At least I don't. Some people thrive off that. Some people create channels based around a lot of that, and that's okay. You know, that's what they want to do, but I personally particularly would not suggest doing that. But hey, to each their own. And lastly, do not stream and do not record videos when you are in a bad mood. If you don't feel like streaming and you don't feel like recording, just don't. Always try to be in good spirits, always try to be in a good mood, and be a positive force out there in the world of gaming, YouTubing, content creation, etc. So that's my general advice for starting up a YouTube channel, starting up a Twitch channel. If you have any specific questions, just leave them down in the comment section. Like I said, there will be more tutorials to come. I'll put a link to the playlist down in the description, as well as pin it to the top of the comment section. So if you want to check out all the other videos in the series, just go ahead down there and click the link. So that's it. It's Gleez signing out. Thanks for checking in and continue to game strong.